This week on Women Building Uganda, we're joined by Anita Muhangi, the force behind Harvey's accessories. Let's explore how she turned her mother's vision into a brand of statement pieces.
My name is Anita Ntomiyanjojo Muhangi. I'm the proprietor, if I may, owner, Havies Accessories. Havies Accessories is it's a store. It's a predominantly ladies store with accessories of all kinds, from earrings to bridal accessories to purses to bags to hair clips, name it. We're an accessory store. We do men and ladies accessories, but predominantly ladies accessories. Harvey's Accessories actually was a store. It was begun by my mom, and she used to, when I was in high school, I think when I was in university, she used to run this store. And I remember when she'd go and shop and she'd come back with all these little goodies, I would be the first in her bags looking through and trying to scavenge through her things. And I didn't know that subconsciously it maybe sparked something within me, but I was not the initial founder of Harvey's Accessories. My mom was, and it's a store. So for me, it's not just a store. It's something that was passed down with love, with history, with passion. So for me to say I'm the founder of the store would be a lie, so to speak. I just grew it further after she brought it up and then handed it over to me about 19 years ago. There's a lot of competition, which is, competition is good. Competition is healthy. It keeps you on your toes. It makes you, begin to think deeply about what you can do, how you can improve. But yes, there is competition, and sometimes it can shake you, consciously or subconsciously. Secondly, it's keeping up with trends. One day the hobo bag is on fashion, the next day people want a box bag, the next day they want a bag with the dazzle, the following day they want something plain, and it's a very versatile thing, so you have to keep up with it. So sometimes you make losses because you bring something and people will be like, that tiaras that bling a lot, that's not our thing anymore. So you have to keep reinventing yourself. I don't know whether that's a challenge, but you have to keep reinventing yourself. You have to keep, doing research and finding out what people like and what they don't. So those are the challenges. And for me, the biggest challenge is trying to consolidate the store as its own. So sometimes we fail to differentiate between the individual and the store. You try to differentiate between Anita and Havies. Yes, Havies belongs to Anita, but the store should be able to run on its own. So sometimes we run it like it's our own home, and that way everything gets mangled up and gets, you fail to find out whether you're making profit or, all these things that come with trying to merge the person and the business. The trick is to just get a perfect balance, and trying to achieve the perfect balance is where the problem and the challenge comes from. So there's so many, but off the top of my head, those are the main three that I can, think of right now. Yeah. Okay, let me first say that I really love what I do. I'm just one of those people who really love what I do. I love getting dolled up and come to work. I love it when you open the doors and people walk through. I love it when I bump into somebody and they're wearing something that I picked, because if you look through this store, everything was handpicked by me. I love going out to buy these things, and I love it when people love them and they wear them and they are, happy about it. I love going out there and having to be associated with the brand. I really love. I feel like I'm a really blessed person. I get to do what I love to do. I love to beautify people. I love to be associated with beautiful things, and then I get to get paid for that. So for me, I'm sort of living my dream. Yeah. And answering that, I'll go back to the times when we began. A couple of years ago, we did not have the luxury of having digital payments, and I feel like that is one of the best things that has happened to businesses, small, big. I don't know if you know a thing called girl math or boy math for that matter. Someone walks in, and if they feel like they're not handing you real cash, maybe they're not spending that much. So someone can come in, sometimes long ago people would come in and say, oh, I don't have money, I have to go to the machine. I don't have money on me. But now you have RukaPay, you just have to pull out your card and swipe. So it helps us to tap into the spenders who are, those who would like to give themselves a little bit of treat, but they want to come up with excuses. Plus, also, it's a very good way of tracking your expenditure, of keeping a good database of what you're earning, and all these things. You have to go back, you can get a statement. I feel like it's safe. You remove the temptation of people having to deal with cash, and I feel like it's the best, one of the best innovations with small and big businesses right now. Yeah, and I urge people to embrace digital payments. Yeah. First of all, it sounds cliche, but I'll just say start. Sometimes we wait too long for the big monies. They'll never really come. Sometimes they never really come, and the dream just dies, before its inception. I feel like you should start, however, you should start with a plan. You need to do research. Who is your target audience? If you're looking at the younger ladies, if I'm buying jewelry for a 19 to 25-year-old girl, I would buy something different from a 25 to a 52-year-old woman. So you need to know your target audience, to know your niche, and start. Do your research and start. What's the worst that could happen? And you never know. It could peak, it could not. But if you do not start, you never know that it would. So whoever is out there and wants to start a business, please go out there and start. Yeah. Yes, I definitely, for me, Havies the dream isn't for it to have been a store that was and went with the wind. I'd love to leave a print in the space. I'd love people to know, to go to places and say, oh, there is a store that was begun years ago by a certain lady who handed it to somebody else and who will probably give it to somebody else. I want people to know Harvey's as a place of not just jewelry and beautiful things, a place of passion, a place of love, a place of beauty, bright things, happiness. I want Harvey's to leave a footprint for people to always remember there is a store that is, not that was, because it will still be, that is, that you go to, you get a beautiful piece, and that you feel warm and you feel happy while you're there. And I want Havies to always be a household name, something that will go on from generation to generation. Yeah. Havies Accessories is located in the shopping center, right above Master's Supermarket. That's our old and first branch. That's our mother branch. We've been there for 18 years. And then we have a new store right next to Middle East, Marigold Heights. This is our luxury branch. Please come through. The prices are the same. The ambience is nicer. You can have a cup of tea, have a glass of wine, and champagne, and feel at home and shop. Yes, so don't forget Marigolds, Bukoto, and Ntinda Shopping Center above Master's Supermarket.